for the job. But does it vibrate? Whoa, multi-pro. Made in... Expecting you to be able to read this tiny print. Come on. Made in Mexico. I have no accessories for my Dremel tool except one drum sander, and that's exactly what I needed to make the hole bigger in the shower, and I'll tell you why in a second. This morning, I was waiting for the guy to come from the insurance company to settle the claim on my Suburban from July, August, September, October, November, December, 5 months ago. I've been hemming and hawing, they've been hemming and hawing. Anyway, he finally showed up this morning, and just before he got there, one of our tenants comes to pay the rent, and it's the 5th. Rent is due on the 1st, and he's a small business owner, and he's no youngster. He says, "What? I didn't have your phone number. What?" Anyway, he says, "Oh, and by the way, I can't turn off the water in my shower. It's going full pressure." So he took a shower, couldn't close the water, got dressed, wrote a check that was 5 days late, and then moseyed on over. And we pay for the water, every penny. So I dropped my breakfast. I got an appointment in 15 minutes. I ran over here. And yep, the water was going full pressure for so long that it even took the sediment out of the hot water tank. So who knows what our water bill will be, but we pay for every gallon of water. So I don't know what happened. The cartridge was stuck inside the sleeve. It was stuck. I had to pry it out. No idea what happened. Anyhow, I just decided to open up the fiberglass a bit with my Dremel tool, and I'll put this back together. Luckily, he's away for the weekend, so he's not bitching that there's no water. I don't have your phone number. It's on the lease. It's marked down on every floor of the apartment building. I didn't know what your name was. Hello, you signed the friggin' lease. Clueless. I tell ya, clueless. Luckily, I don't have to mention his name or any details, but how frustrating to have to deal with a grown adult who doesn't have his landlord's phone number. If he would have called the police, they even know who I am. Not to say I'm known to police, but the police are here from time to time. No, just let the water run for who knows how long. So landlord will put it all back together, and when I settled with my insurance company, and I have a body guy, friend of one of my workers, looking for work, just lost his job at the body shop, and I don't know why, because body shops are busy, according to my insurance adjuster, who was a really nice guy, young guy. I'm sure he wasn't even 30 years old, but he's a supervisor, and he knew his stuff. I wish I could have made a video of him and Mrs. CW negotiating the price. But suffice to say, it's enough to pay for both sides of the damage to my Suburban and to paint the roof and hood of the green one. So we're not changing quarter panels like the body shop said we had to, even though, of course, it would make for a nicer job. I'm not changing quarter panels. 2 brand new ones, $500 each, probably. So, before I crank her up, can't believe that the cartridge unscrewed with the sleeve. It's the weirdest thing. Never had that happen before. I'll go turn the water on. I don't know, what should we do? Put a tag on the kitchen cabinet? Emergency water shut off. Right there. There we go. Right underneath the sink. Of course, if you don't know where it is, you don't know where it is. Yeah, running full pressure for couple hours. So much for having water saver faucets and aerators. kitchen cabinets and the water tank are on the other side of that wall, literally less than a meter away, less than 3 feet away. So that's it. 9 o'clock at night, and I'm on the job. On the job. We'll get her done. I'll take you upstairs and show you what other project we started. Tell me that's leaking. Nope. Alrighty, I got all my tools and my Dremel. See you upstairs in a minute. So here's the next project. I haven't even showed you what we're doing here, but the person who lives here is away for Christmas, and they'll be back in a few days. So we tore up the plywood in the living room because the floors are too springy. Want to see? Watch. Springy. You walk on the beams, they spring, and the people downstairs can't stand it. So, we tear up all the plywood like you've seen in many of my previous videos, and we double the beams with 14 footers that we brought upstairs this afternoon. I didn't show you because I was busy. And put some wiring downstairs and maybe some wiring upstairs for some lights because it's dark in here. And put it all back together in 3 days or less. Got all my supplies. We'll get her done, no problemo.